Hello, beautiful being of light. Yes, that's you. We are in the midst of huge energetic shifts right now. You might be feeling it, you might be sensing it. And one of those shifts is that we have an opportunity in the moment to choose different ways of being, to choose different thoughts, different actions, different beliefs, moment by moment. And what this does is help us to move out of, shift, release, transmute, alchemize old energetic patterns, old habits, old ways of being that simply aren't serving us anymore, that aren't supporting our highest good or our most divine self. And some of these habits or behaviors or ways of being we've had for many years, or we've had since childhood, or in some cases we've had for lifetimes. And the energy right now is very potent, very strong to help us to shift into an extended get three words in one here: ascended self, an accelerated self, an enlightened self, a more awake, aware self, a more present self, right? And what does being present mean? It means we're not living in the past. It means we're not worried or focused on the future. It means we're not in worry, fear, or anxiety, or spinning in our heads. And they're saying this opportunity is available to all of us right now to really tune into um, the current energies, to feel them, to process them, and to move into more elevated, accelerated, higher vibrational ways of being. And so we can go back into, in any moment in time, we have a choice, right? And we can either go back into old cycles, patterns, behaviors, or we can go forward, right? We can go back into cycles and patterns, or we can go forward into the unknown. And this energy right now is really amplifying those choices, those choice points. So if you take a look at what's going on a larger scale, right, there's a lot of fear. There's just so much fear in the collective, and it's coming from all different directions. And so even if you're not tuned into everything that's going on in the world, we're all connected energetically. And if you're an empath, you're intuitive, you're sensitive, you're also feeling it, even though you might not be watching all the news or reading all the articles, you're still feeling what is being sent out into the world, what is being talked about by many, and what is being held in many people's consciousness or awareness, right? So yes, we're talking about a few different things in this video. One is the opportunity to shift old habits, beliefs, and patterns. The second is to be aware of the energy and the consciousness of fear and anger and suppression, restriction, uh, uh, uncertainty that's in the collective. Simply be aware of it and then go into a higher vibrational state of being so that you can transmute and alchemize the fear energies that are going on in the world, so that you are not personally walking around or staying at home with all of this fear inside you, and fear in your aura, and fear, like fear in the room, and fear like this cloud around you, right? And fear in your mind and your brain. Because when we tune into a bigger picture, when we connect with our soul self, our divine self, our highest wisdom, right? We inherently feel that we are love, that we are loved, that we are safe, that we are protected, that we are divinely connected, and that we are divine, right? That we are divinity in human form. And so when we get into that state of ease and flow and grace, so many things just fall away, right? Fears, angers, resentment, remorse, criticism, regret, guilt, unforgiveness of self and others. So we have huge opportunities in this energy. And that takes us also into this releasing of old habits, behaviors, and patterns to be able to step into the new, to be able to embrace the new. And what the angels are saying is that we have that choice, we have that opportunity in every moment. And what they show me, for those of you who are old enough to remember records, that the more that old habits become like grooves in a record, right? And then there's this saying, like, it sounds like you sound like a broken record, or he sounds like a broken record, right? Meaning that record is just going around and round and round. It's stuck, in a groove, and it's playing the same song or the same lyrics or the same words over and over again, right? And so they're saying that old habits and behaviors sometimes put us into that, like into these grooves where we're going, kind of like we feel like we're going around in circles, right? Or we feel like we're stuck or we're not making much progress. So they're saying, as we transcend those, as we shift out of those old habits, thoughts, patterns, and beliefs, it's like we totally transcend this record anymore, right? We're not a record, we're not a cassette tape, we're not a CD. We've even gone beyond an MP3, right? We've gone higher and higher, and then in each moment, there's a new opportunity to tune into this unconditional love and joy and peace and calm and well-being and health and vitality, and in every moment making a choice or decision that supports us in that elevated way of being. And they're saying it's not as out there as it sounds. Like, it's very real here now. And so, and I'm hearing, okay, what are examples of this? So just notice when you're having any conversation with someone, whether it's in person or on the phone or email or text, notice before you react, before you respond, before you speak, before you type, and notice. And when you take that moment to notice, you have the opportunity to respond in a way that is more elevated, that is higher vibration, right? That is in love, that is in compassion, that is in wisdom, that's in intuition. And you have a moment to respond that way. And even just to notice if your first response or reaction, and this is for all of us, this is for me, this is for you, this is for all of us, right? To notice whether your first response, reaction, words would be something from a past habit, pattern, or belief or behavior, or if you are responding from this elevated place of divine wisdom, divine love, of a higher vibration self. And so they're saying in every moment, especially now when the energy is so intense, when the energy everywhere is so intense, and we can feel it even if we're not interacting with people every day, even if we're not online every day, even if we're not watching or reading or listening to the news every day, we can still feel this energy of the collective, right? And so we are being part of this tumultuous energy is actually helping us to get to new states of being, higher vibration states of being. And it starts with a choice in the moment. So hopefully that is helpful today. Just know that we always have etheric guides and angels loving us unconditionally, guiding us, supporting us. All we need to do is call on them, and they're there instantly, immediately. And they're especially with us in this time of great, great transition and change. So wishing you a beautiful rest of your day or evening, and may you joyously and lovingly embrace yourself, who you are in this moment, and the new choices and new ways of being that you are adventuring into in every moment. I'm Robin. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon.